Good afternoon and many thanks for joining us. This is News Analysis coming to you live on Politics and Business Television Abuja. I am Bruce Joanna Ray. The top stories. NBA relocates annual conference from Rivers over emergency rule. Yobe to reintegrate ex-Boko Haram members after re-radicalization. Full list, Lagos short Mile 12, K2 and 11 other markets over illegal waste disposal. Marketers predict cheaper petrol nationwide as Dangote begins Naira sale. And on the foreign scene, UK announces further €450 million military support for Ukraine as 50 countries meet in Brussels. Details coming up shortly. Stay with us. The Nigerian Bar Association has announced the relocation of its 2025 Annual General Conference, formerly scheduled to hold in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, but will now be held in Enugu due to the recent declaration of emergency rule in Rivers State. The association stated that while there was a widespread excitement over Port Harcourt being the host city for the 2024 conference, which was evident in the soaring registration figures, the presence of an appointed sole administrator who is a retired military officer operating with alleged command-style approach, will no longer permit the Garden City to be retained as the host city. This was contained in a statement jointly signed by the NBA President, Afamo Sigwe, the General Secretary, Mobolaji Ajibara, and the AGCPC Chair, Emeka Ogbegolu, late Thursday night. The NBA noted that the sole administrator, though clad in civilian attire, his governance style is military in nature and his actions undermine democracy. Meanwhile, the Yobe state government has announced plans to reintegrate former Boko Haram members who have undergone the de-radicalization, rehabilitation and reintegration program under Operation Safe Corridor. The state governor, Mebuni, disclosed this on Thursday during a meeting with OPST representatives led by Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa in Damaturu, the state's capital. Buni acknowledged the devastating impact of the 15-year insurgency, which has claimed thousands of lives, destroyed properties, and displaced many households. He emphasized the need for a non-kinetic approach to address the root causes of the insurgency, recognizing that not all Boko Haram members joined willingly. The governor gave assurance of his administration's commitment to adopting and implementing OPST recommendations to achieve the desired objectives. Buni also appreciated President Bola Tinubu's multifaceted approach to ending insurgency and major crimes in the north. Non-waste matters, the Lagos state government has sealed off 13 markets in the K2 and Mile 12 areas of the state for persistently flouting the state's waste management law. The State Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokumbo Wahab, made this known in a post via his X handle on Friday morning. Wahab noted that the markets were closed for persistent violations, including illegal waste disposals on roads, medians, and highways, which are contrary to the Lagos State Environmental Management and Protection Law of 2017. He said the exercise took place on Thursday night, stating that the closure was crucial for safeguarding public health and restoring order to the city's already congested public spaces. And on business news, 22 days after suspending the sale of petroleum products in Naira, the Dangote refinery has resumed sales of its refined petroleum products to its partners and marketers in the local currency. The 650,000 barrels facility has also informed marketers and customers of a downward review of its loading cost, reducing its ex-gantry price to 865 naira per litre a move that could ease pressure on fuel prices across the country. The new price is a reduction of 15 naira from 818 naira per litre sold by the facility on Wednesday. The notice sent to marketers indicated that a litre of petrol will now be sold at 865 naira inclusive of charges by the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. Well, you're still watching news analysis on P&B TV. We'll go on a short break and more news when we return. Welcome back, and now to foreign news. Britain announces a further 450 million euros of military support to Kyiv as the UK and Germany host a meeting of 50 nations in Brussels. The aid for new drones and repairing armored vehicles is a part of a wider package which includes additional funding from Norway. It comes as defense officials gather to pile pressure on Russian President Vladimir Putin, UK Defense Secretary John Haley says. The gathering had traditionally been hosted by the U.S. Defense Secretary until Donald Trump became president in January. And for sports updates, let's join Tom Aroko.
Good day, welcome to P&B Sports News. I'm Aroko Tom. Let's dive into the latest sports update. Nigerian Flying Eagles are indeed gearing up for a tough challenge in the Under-20 AFCON tournament. They've been grouped to host Egypt, Morocco and South Africa in Group A, widely regarded as the Group of Death. This tough group stage will test their skills and strategy as they aim to secure one of the 4 semi-finalist spots that will qualify them for the 2025 FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile. To prepare for this demanding tournament, the team's head coach Aliyu Zubairu has called up a 35-man provisional squad featuring a mix of experienced players and new talent. Some notable players include Ebenezer Harcourt, Daniel Bamiyi, Caleb Ochediku and Umar Abubakar. Manchester United legend Rio Ferdinand is urging the club to sign Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen at all costs. Ferdinand believes Osimhen's experience and goal-scoring ability will be a significant boost to the team, currently struggling in 13th place in the Premier League, as Victor Osimhen has managed to score 28 goals for Galatasaray this season. Over to golf. Scotty Scheffler, the defending Masters champion, is gearing up to compete in the tournament despite battling an illness he claims is just hay fever. Scheffler's preparation for the Masters has been notable, with him recently practicing with his mom, Diane, on the course. Scheffler aims to join an elite group of golfers who have won the Masters consecutively, including Tiger Woods, Nick Faldo, and Jack Nicklaus. That's all for P&B Sports News. I am Aroko Tom.
Welcome back. You're still watching Politics and Business Television Abuja. Now to the focus of the day. Burkina Faso is now a tax-free country. Can other African countries follow suit? In a groundbreaking policy shift, the government of Burkina Faso has officially declared the country a tax-free zone, eliminating income tax and several business levies in a bold attempt to stimulate entrepreneurship, attract foreign investment, and empower local businesses. The announcement was made via a televised address by transitional authorities who framed the move as a step forward, as a step toward economic sovereignty and self-reliance. reducing dependency on international aid and external financial institutions. The tax abolition includes personal income tax, small business taxes, and select import duties. Our people have paid enough, one government spokesperson stated. Now is the time to give them room to build. While critics warn of potential risks such as reduced government revenue and strain on public services, supporters argue that the strategy could unleash a wave of grassroots economic activity. Many small-scale traders and entrepreneurs previously burdened by complex and often corrupt tax systems are welcoming the move. The shift has sparked conversation across Africa, with economists and policymakers debating whether Burkina Faso's approach could work everywhere else. Countries like Ghana, Nigeria, and Kenya, with their own challenges around tax collection and corruption, are watching closely. Well, that'll be all for now. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Bulus Joanna Redu. Have a wonderful day. Bye.